Now you are not going to ask that fala fala banda कि आपने कहा था या नहीं कहा था. So let's talk about life, because life can be complicated, busy, frustrating and exhausting. Now this is my take on how I love to simplify my life. And if you are looking for an inspiration on how you can simplify yours, then simply go ahead and keep on watching. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ankita. If you happen to be new here, then I am a homemaker. I'm married since past 6 years, have a kid who is 3 years old, and normally you find content on this channel which is relevant to either of the topics. If you people are a regular subscriber, thank you so very much. And if you are new to my channel, I would love for you people to subscribe. And without wasting any time further, let's just straight away jump into the video. Tip number 1, use a to-do list. Now this is quite an old-fashioned thing and you can introduce it into your life in a new-fashioned way. But either ways, just try to make a to-do list. Now we have a lot in mind. If you are a homemaker or you are a job holder, whatever the genre of your life might be, trust me on this thing, you have got a lot on your plate which you have to balance. For example, it took me more than 3 days to simply go ahead and put a call to the service center so that they can come and fix my gas hob. Now my gas hob is something that I am using since past 6 days, and every time when I use it, I would always think that I am going to place that service center call. But every time I just step out of my kitchen, I completely forget about it. How I made that call today? Yesterday night, I simply went ahead and in my to-do list that I normally write during the night time or in the morning, whatever the things that I have to do in the entire day, I wrote that I need to place that service call on top. And the moment I went ahead this morning and placed that service call, I ticked that to-do list, that shore of the to-do list of mine, and voila, it really felt amazing to me, as well as it just made sure that a chore that was being postponed since past 3 days is finally completed. So a to-do list is that important. You can create it on your diary, or you can simply go ahead and use some app on your phone. Like generally you don't have to even download anything. There are notes named apps on your phones already on which you can create notes, you can create lists, and you can simply go ahead and check them off. You can create lists and share them with your spouses as well. So it's just easy. It makes your life really very easy and simple in the long run. Now the next step is to declutter your life. Now my every video which is somehow related to organization never finishes off without using this particular term in the process, and that is declutter your life. You need to make sure that you are capable of spotting clutter in your house and get rid of it. Make it a habit. If it is possible on a weekly basis, simply go ahead and target one single section of your house and see what are the things that you are not using in that particular section, and just get rid of them. If they are capable of being donated, donate them. If they are not capable of being used, just discard them, get rid of them, because we subconsciously don't even know how much stuff we get into our house, and we forget, me particularly. And if you are not a declutterer, then okay, I got it right in the very first time. It's like it took practice. But coming back to the particular topic that I was saying, that if you don't get rid of the stuff that is of no use to you, your house will fall short someday or the other. Maybe you're living in a house which is like 2,450 square feet of area, but someday that will even fall short, and 100 square feet area house, you always have to be mindful about what you are bringing inside the house, the way you are using it, and the way you are actually getting rid of it. Now the third tip of mine is a really old one, something that our mothers used to ask us to do and we used to completely neglect that, and that is waking up early. And I know you people must be thinking that this is such a cliche, like everyone says wake up early and it will simplify and organize your life really well. Trust me, everyone says this because this actually works. Before marriage, I normally used to wake up an hour before my office timing and everything used to be fine. Post my wedding, I started waking up 3 hours early before my office time and it started working fine. Post having my baby, I quitted my job and I started waking up 5 to 6 hours early, like an hour earlier than my son would usually get up. And it just helps me coordinate each and every single thing. Like literally in that 1 hour, I accomplish a lot. Like I can't totally, in the entire morning, I am incapable of accomplishing that much of work as much I normally go ahead and simply accomplish while my son and my husband is sleeping. So that is something which you need to keep in mind. Plus, if you are waking up early, you will have some me time to yourself as well. Because for nothing at all in this entire world, I can simply go ahead and sacrifice that 1 cup of morning tea that I have peacefully alone with myself and my diary. Now, my tip number 4 is start taking a stand for yourself. And by that, what I mean is, you people might probably relate to this thing that we have way too many people around us who would say something or the other which would simply go ahead and annoy us to an extremely different level, like sky high level. And then very casually they'll be saying, हम तो मजाक कर रहे थे यार, या फला फला बंदे ने मुझसे कहा था तुमसे कहने के लिए, to see your reaction. Now you are not going to ask that फला फला बंदा कि आपने कहा था या नहीं कहा था. That is something for sure, and everyone knows cross questioning कौन करने के लिए जा रहा है किसी particular चीज को लेके. So the thing is, people say what they want to say and take the name of either a joke or someone else. And you keep on contemplating about that said statement in your mind for a very long period of time. And that simply affects your health negatively as well. What I want you to do is, I'm not asking you to be rude, but be blunt, take a stand for yourself. Multiple times these things happen that you can simply go ahead and rectify a situation simply by answering about that particular thing, and that won't be even mindful. And if it is mindful, you can say as well that I was joking as well. So simply go ahead and make sure that you are taking a stand for yourself. Tip number 5 is organize and minimize your wardrobe. Normally what happens is 60% of your wardrobe is usually used 40% of times, and 40% of your wardrobe is usually being used 60 or 70% of time sometimes. So what you need to do is you need to flip these numbers. The outfits that you normally wear on occasional basis should be like 4 to 5 at the max, and the outfits that you normally wear on a regular basis should be comprising of the most of the wardrobe of yours. Try to make sure that you do have a particular style for yourself while you are roaming around in the house, be it legging and kurti, be it jegging and t-shirts. Try to establish a particular style of yours and then simply go ahead and invest in like neutral things. Because when you are at home, you need comfortable clothes. You don't want those tightly fitted jeans or anything like that that we are wearing at the time of shooting videos. Normally we all know we don't do that. So just buy things that you normally wear back at home, and just reduce the amount of those fancy wears that are just taking space in your closet. Plus, having an organized wardrobe is something that reduces your stress level to a distinct level. Once you will organize your wardrobe, you will come to know. Now, my tip number 6 is to use routines for your benefit. What I'm trying to tell you is that having a routine makes you work in an autopilot mode. Have you ever wondered when you wake up in the morning, why is it so that without even thinking twice, you simply go towards the bathroom, brush your teeth? If you have a habit, you take a bath and then step out of the washroom without even considering the fact that you are doing these things. Why does this thing happen that we normally simply go ahead and if we have an addiction of tea or coffee, we simply go ahead and make tea or coffee the very first thing in the morning? Reason is that these things are in our routine now. Our brain subconsciously keeps on telling us that, okay, fine, particularly this is the thing that you need to do, then this is the thing that you need to do. Now, it is something that you can simply go ahead and use for your benefit as well. Establishing routines, make sure that you are doing stuff in a particular manner. So simply go ahead and establish routines for your favor. have a nighttime routine, have a morning routine, have a weekly routine, have a weekend routine. These things will simply help you, living life in a meaningful way, and your brain will continuously keep on working on an autopilot mode. Now my tip number 7 is to enjoy some quiet time at home. Now I know there are multiple people who have multiple expectations from you. There are couples who usually go out on a regular basis. Then there are parents who take their kids out on a regular basis, and that usually sets a standard for you as well. Sometimes it happens that it is not necessary for you to go out and have lunch or dinners. It's just something that people expect you to do. And for example, talking about my son's birthday, now everyone in the family expected us to give a party at a posh restaurant, and earlier we felt like, okay fine, we need to give a party. It was like something that was in our brain without even thinking that it was working in our brain. And then later on I just felt like, okay fine, I am a decentish cook, I can simply go ahead and cook back at home and we can have a party over here as well. Why do we need to go to a posh restaurant to have a party? And that was when I realized that we were just trying to, work on certain standards that are set by the family and the society. What you need to do is you need to take care of your own personal budget. Since we started deciding whether we need to go out or spend some quiet time in our home, we started noticing that it affects on the budget. First positive effect is it shows on our budget really very well, and secondly is that it's better to spend time at home, because once you're going out you are simply running behind the child, and once you're home in the area in which your child is playing, it's safe for the child, and you can spend quality time with the spouse as well as with the child. So try to just lower down your standards, decide what you think is right, and that is something will actually make sure that you are living a peaceful, simple life. Now my tip number 8 for you people is to unplug or unfollow. Now we all know that we are surrounded by the social media. There are way too many things that are going around. Like you have Facebook, you have Instagram, then you have YouTube as well, which inspires you in different manner. But there are positive people and there are negative people all around the world. So that is the social media is not out of the world. What I am trying to tell you is that there is a possibility that earlier you might have found an account which was making you feel good, but now you simply don't feel good when you are watching that account anymore. My suggestion to you is, if you have any accounts like those that are not making you feel good, simply go ahead and unfollow those accounts, and it would reduce your stress considerably. Now my last tip is, I would normally do one thing today that the Ankita of tomorrow would thank me for. And by that what I mean is, normally at the night I would prepare the clothes of my kid that he is supposed to wear to this school. So I'll have his dress, his socks, his cap, each and every single thing aligned. For myself as well, I'll simply go ahead and take out the clothes that I need to wear on, the next day. And that simply helps me to stay on top of that particular chore when it comes up to the next day. I'm relaxed that this particular thing is off my shoulder, and the next day when I wake up and I simply go ahead and thank myself that finally it's great that I simply went ahead and did this job last night. Similarly, even if I am way too much tired, I would never go to bed with a dirty kitchen, and what that does is it helps me to just simply, when I'm awake, I would wake up to a clean kitchen and I'll be like, oh my god, what if I would have left my kitchen the way it was looking yesterday night? So I would normally thank myself for cleaning it yesterday night. I know it sounds really weird, I know it sounds bizarre as well, but try to do it and you'll simply find the benefits of this thing once you start doing it. No one else is gonna thank you for whatever you are doing, so why not thank ourselves? So with that being said, on a happy note, I would take your all's leave and I'll see you guys in my next video. Simply go ahead and simplify your life, live it to the best. Don't listen to anyone else. Always try to make sure that you and your spouse is on the same page. Rest of the things will be aligned in a similar manner, in a positive way. Plus, whatever you do, wherever you go, one person is going to be there who is going to hate you, who's going to dislike you, who's going to demotivate you, who's going to discourage you. So never try to please everyone that you see around you, and that would make sure that you are living a simple and peaceful life.